My fans made fun of my career at her office party. I broke off the engagement right in front of everyone. Jack Thompson wiped the grease from his hands, letting the residue drip back into the toolbox. At 31, he had carved out a life that many might not deem glamorous, but for him, it was everything. His small auto repair shop, nestled in a quiet corner of town, was his sanctuary. The steady hum of engines, the rhythmic clinks of tools, and the familiar scent of motor oil were the sounds and smells that grounded him. Jack's journey into mechanics was deeply personal. Growing up, he spent countless hours in his father's garage, watching his dad diagnose and repair cars with unwavering dedication. Those early mornings and late nights, filled with the sounds of wrenching and the sight of grease-streaked hands, ignited a passion within him. It wasn't just about fixing cars. It was about understanding how things worked, solving problems, and creating something tangible. His father had been a pillar in the community, known for his honesty and skill. Jack admired him not just for his mechanical prowess, but for his integrity and the way he treated every customer with respect. Determined to follow in his father's footsteps, Jack attended trade school, excelling in his classes and earning his certifications with pride. After graduation, he worked under various experienced mechanics, learning the intricacies of the trade. Finally, at 28, he took the leap and opened his own shop. It may not have the flash of high-rise offices or the allure of corporate success, but for Jack, it was a dream realized. The shop was modest, with a few essential tools and a couple of workstations, but it was his. He poured his heart into it, ensuring every car that left his garage was in top condition. His reputation grew steadily, built on word of mouth and the trust of his loyal customers. Jack's relationship with Faye Carter, known to friends as F, was a blend of contrasts and connections. F was the epitome of corporate elegance, polished, poised, and immersed in the world of marketing where appearances reigned supreme. She thrived in boardrooms, navigating strategies and campaigns with ease, while Jack thrived in the tangible, hands-on world of mechanics. Their friends marveled at their seemingly perfect balance. F's friends often teased her about dating a blue-collar guy, but she always defended Jack, praising his work ethic and dedication. Jack, in turn, admired F's intelligence, her ability to strategize, and the way she carried herself with confidence. Despite their differences, they found common ground in their love and respect for each other's passions. Their engagement had been a beautiful culmination of their relationship. On a crisp autumn evening, under a canopy of golden leaves, Jack had proposed to F at the very spot where they had first met an outdoor concert that F had dragged him to. It was a simple ring, but it symbolized a commitment built on mutual respect and admiration. They had envisioned a future where their worlds merged seamlessly, each supporting the other's dreams and ambitions. A few weeks ago, F had announced with excitement that she was attending her company's annual holiday party. "It'll be a great opportunity for Jack to meet my colleagues and see the world I'm a part of," she had said, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. Jack, though not particularly comfortable in suits or lavish settings, agreed without hesitation. Supporting F meant everything to him. He remembered the morning he received the invitation. F had spread it out on the kitchen table, her enthusiasm contagious. "They're going to love you, Jack, and it'll give you a chance to see how important my work is to me." Jack nodded, squeezing her hand reassuringly. He knew how much her career meant to her, and he wanted to be there for her, just as she had always been there for him. As they arrived at the venue, a sleek, modern banquet hall adorned with twinkling lights and elegant decorations, Jack couldn't help but feel out of place. The atmosphere was a stark contrast to his own environment. The room buzzed with conversation, laughter, and the soft clinking of glasses. Men and women in tailored suits and dresses mingled effortlessly, their attire a testament to the corporate world F was so deeply entrenched in. The decor was sophisticated, with tables meticulously arranged and ambient lighting creating a warm yet formal ambience. F, on the other hand, blended seamlessly. She moved through the crowd with ease, laughing and engaging with her coworkers as if she belonged to a different universe. Jack felt like an outsider, his rugged attire and casual demeanor marking him as different from the polished professionals around him. He took a deep breath, reminding himself why he was there. It wasn't about impressing F's colleagues, it was about showing his unwavering support for her. They found a table near the center of the room, and F introduced Jack to her friends and colleagues. "Everyone, this is Jack," she said, her voice bright. "Jack, this is my friend Sarah, Tom, and Mike." Each introduction was met with a warm smile and a polite handshake, but Jack couldn't shake the feeling that he didn't quite belong. The conversations flowed effortlessly around him, filled with industry jargon and references to corporate events that were foreign to his experience. About an hour into the party, Jack found himself in a small group engaged in casual conversation. Among them was Mark, a man who exuded boardroom confidence and seemed to command attention effortlessly. "So, Jack, what do you do for a living?" Mark inquired, his tone casual yet probing. Jack smiled, pride evident in his voice. "I run a small auto repair shop. I fix cars, keep them running smoothly." Before Mark could respond, F interjected with a laugh. "Isn't that cute? He's like a modern-day grease monkey." The group chuckled, and Jack felt a pang of discomfort. He glanced at F, who waved off his unease with a dismissive shrug. "Oh, come on, it's just a joke. Don't be so serious." Jack forced a smile, but the comment lingered in his mind. It wasn't just the words, it was the tone, the implication that his profession was something to be mocked rather than respected. He brushed it off, telling himself he was overreacting, but the seed of doubt had been planted. Later, as he spoke with another colleague, he tried to share a story about a challenging repair. But the colleague, sipping his drink, responded with a nonchalant, "That sounds intense," lacking the enthusiasm Jack hoped for. It was as if his work existed in a different realm, one that was acknowledged but not truly appreciated. As the evening progressed, the party reached its peak with a series of toasts. The room fell silent as the first speaker took the stage, a well-respected manager from F's department. Applause followed each toast, and Jack felt a fleeting sense of camaraderie among the attendees. Then, unexpectedly, F took the stage. She held her glass aloft, her smile radiant. "I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight. Your hard work and dedication have made this year a success," she began, her voice confident and warm. The room echoed with applause and appreciative smiles. Jack relaxed, thinking this was the moment where his support would shine through. But then, F shifted the focus to him. "A special thanks to my fiancé Jack," she declared, her smile unwavering. "He's not exactly a corporate guy, but he's great with his hands. If anyone's car breaks down, you know who to call." Laughter erupted around the room. Jack felt his cheeks flush as dozens of eyes turned toward him, their smiles tinged with condescension. F's laughter rang in his ears as he sat there, feeling the weight of humiliation settling over him. As the laughter died down, he locked eyes with F, silently pleading for her to see his discomfort. But she was too engrossed in the moment, basking in the spotlight. Unable to bear the embarrassment any longer, Jack excused himself and stepped outside into the cool night air. The fresh breeze was a temporary relief, but his thoughts were anything but calm. He replayed F's words over and over, the laughter echoing in his mind. This wasn't just a one-off comment, it was a pattern. F had a tendency to downplay his career, reducing his passion to a punchline, and tonight was the culmination of that behavior. As he stood under the dimly lit street lamp, trying to steady his racing heart, F joined him outside, still holding her wine glass. "There you are," she said, her tone light. "Why'd you run off?" Jack took a deep breath, striving to keep his voice steady. "Do you have any idea how embarrassing that was?" F blinked, clearly taken aback. "What are you talking about?" "The toast," Jack replied, his frustration bubbling to the surface. "You made me sound like some kind of handyman you keep around for convenience." F laughed, dismissing his feelings. "Oh, come on. It was just a joke. Everyone loved it." "No, it wasn't," Jack countered firmly. "And it's not the first time you've done this. You've made comments like this before, but tonight you crossed a line." Her smile faded, replaced by a defensive glare. "You're overreacting. I was just trying to lighten the mood by belittling you. You say you respect what I do, but your actions say otherwise. Do you even realize how condescending you sounded?" F crossed her arms, her frustration evident. "You're being dramatic. If you can't handle a little teasing, maybe you're the one with the problem." Jack felt a surge of resolve. "F, I can't do this anymore." At that moment, the mask slipped. Jack realized this wasn't just a misunderstanding. It was a fundamental difference in how F saw him and how he saw himself. He had always supported her career, celebrated her successes, but she couldn't or wouldn't do the same for him. Taking a deep breath, he knew what he had to say. "F, I can't do this anymore." Her eyes widened in disbelief. "What are you talking about?" "This relationship, it's over," Jack stated, his voice steady. "You can't be serious. You're really going to throw everything away because of one comment?" "It's not just one comment," Jack replied. "It's how you see me, how you've always seen me. You don't respect what I do, and I can't spend my life with someone who looks down on me." F's expression shifted from disbelief to anger. "You're being ridiculous. You think you're so special because you fix cars? News flash, it's not that impressive." Her words cut deep, but they also solidified Jack's decision. He took off the engagement ring and placed it in her hand. "Good luck finding someone you actually respect," he said before turning and walking back inside. As Jack walked back into the party, a sense of relief washed over him. Yes, ending the engagement publicly would create a scene, but he didn't care. He deserved better than to be treated like a joke, especially by someone who claimed to love him. He returned to the table, calmly grabbed his coat, and prepared to leave. F rushed in behind him, flustered. "Wait, you're really going to make a spectacle out of this?" she hissed, trying to keep her voice low. "You did that all on your own," Jack replied, his tone calm. "Enjoy the rest of your party." People around them began to notice the tension, curious glances, and whispered conversations, but Jack didn't stop. F grabbed his arm desperately. "One last time," she pleaded. "Please, let's talk about this. You're blowing everything out of proportion." Meeting her gaze, Jack felt a surge of resolve. "I gave you chances to respect me, F. I supported you, celebrated your successes, and never belittled what you do. But you couldn't do the same for me. This isn't something I can talk out. It's who you are." With that, Jack walked out of the party, leaving F standing there with the engagement ring still in her hand. The sounds of laughter and conversation faded as he stepped into the night, a weight lifting off his chest. The drive home was quiet, the silence filled with a mix of emotions, relief, lingering frustration, and a hint of sadness. Jack replayed the events of the night in his head, questioning whether he had made the right decision. But every time he thought about F's dismissive comments and the way she belittled his career, he knew he had done what was best for him. He glanced at the engagement ring now sitting on his lap, a stark reminder of what he had lost. But he also felt a sense of liberation. It was time to prioritize his self-worth and the respect he deserved. In the days that followed, the fallout began. Mutual friends called and texted, eager to know what had happened. Apparently, F had wasted no time spinning her version of the story. In a group chat, she had written, "Jack's so insecure. He was joking and couldn't handle it. Who ends an engagement over a toast?" Jack chose not to engage with the negativity. The people who mattered, true friends who knew both sides, understood his perspective. When one friend sent him screenshots of F venting on social media, portraying him as controlling and overly sensitive, Jack realized that she wasn't going to stop. Determined to take control of the narrative, Jack reached out to the attendees of the party, friends, colleagues, even acquaintances. He calmly explained his side of the story, sharing how F had consistently belittled his career and how the party was just the final straw. Most were understanding, and some even apologized for laughing at the toast. One of F's co-workers privately messaged Jack, confessing that she never liked how F talked about him. "She made it sound like she was settling for less," she admitted. It stung, but it also validated Jack's decision. F had never truly valued him or his work, and Jack wasn't going to let her continue to define the narrative. As time passed, the ripples of Jack's decision spread through their social circles. F continued her attempts to paint him as the villain, but her behavior at the party and the stories others shared about her behind closed doors began to catch up with her. One particularly satisfying moment came when a mutual friend, who had been on the fence, messaged Jack with an update. "I talked to someone at her office," the friend wrote. "They said she bragged about settling for you because she thought you'd be easy to control. Sounds like you dodged a bullet." "Dodged a bullet indeed," Jack responded, a small smile forming on his face. The ultimate moment of closure came when Jack received a call from F's boss. Apparently, the gossip about the party had made its way back to management, and they were concerned about her professionalism. Jack didn't have to say much. He confirmed the facts about the toast and her subsequent behavior. The boss thanked him and assured him they would handle it internally. What happened next was never fully disclosed, but Jack heard through the grapevine that F was passed over for a promotion she had been eyeing. Actions, after all, have consequences. With F out of his life, Jack threw himself into his work and the things he loved. He took on more complex projects at the shop, upgrading his tools, and even began teaching weekend classes for aspiring mechanics. It felt good to focus on something that brought him joy, free from judgment or condescension. He also made a conscious effort to improve his shop, investing in better equipment and expanding his services. Word of mouth spread, and soon, Jack's shop became known not just for its quality work but also for its welcoming atmosphere. Customers appreciated Jack's genuine passion and his ability to connect with them on a personal level. As for the engagement ring, Jack decided to sell it. The money went towards a much-needed vacation, a chance to clear his mind and reflect on what he truly wanted. He spent a week traveling, exploring new places, and enjoying activities that had long been on his bucket list. It was his way of closing that chapter and moving forward. Looking back, Jack realized the breakup wasn't just about the toast. It was about what the toast revealed. F didn't see him as an equal. She saw him as someone to mock, to control, to use for her own ego. And that's not love. Love is about respect, partnership, and lifting each other up, not tearing each other down for a cheap laugh. Jack's story is a testament to the importance of self-respect and recognizing one's worth. It's a reminder that in any relationship, mutual respect is paramount. If you're ever in a relationship where you feel belittled or undervalued, take this as your sign. You deserve better. Walk away, even if it's hard. As Jack stood at the helm of his thriving shop, teaching a new generation of mechanics, he felt a sense of fulfillment that no amount of corporate success could ever provide. One day, as he was mentoring a young apprentice named Mia, she looked up and said, "I've always admired how dedicated you are, Jack. You really care about what you do." Jack smiled, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "Thank you, Mia. Remember, whatever path you choose, make sure it's something you're passionate about. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise." His words resonated with her, and Jack felt a sense of pride. He was not just fixing cars, he was building a community, fostering respect, and inspiring others to pursue their passions with unwavering dedication. Jack's journey wasn't just about ending a relationship, it was about embracing his identity and the passion that drove him. By prioritizing his self-worth and refusing to tolerate disrespect, he paved the way for a future filled with genuine connections and personal satisfaction. For anyone watching or reading Jack's story, let it serve as inspiration to stand up for yourself. Recognize your value, honor your passions, and don't settle for anything less than respect and mutual support. Because in the end, you deserve nothing but the best. If you've ever felt undervalued or belittled in a relationship, remember Jack's story. It's a powerful reminder that walking away from what doesn't serve you is not a sign of weakness, but of immense strength. You deserve to be with someone who respects and uplifts you, someone who cherishes your passions as much as you cherish theirs. Jack's decision to end his engagement publicly was a bold move, but it was also a necessary one. It was the catalyst that propelled him towards a life of greater fulfillment and self-respect. So, take a page from Jack's book, stand up for yourself, honor your worth, and embrace the journey ahead with confidence and pride. Jack continued to live his truth, proud of the honest work he did, and surrounded by people who valued him for who he was. The lessons learned from that fateful party and the subsequent breakup shaped him, reinforcing the belief that true love and respect go hand in hand. As his shop thrived, Jack found peace in knowing that he had made the right decision, one that allowed him to grow both personally and professionally. The community he had built around his shop became a testament to his resilience and dedication. Customers returned not just for his skills, but for the genuine care he showed them. Jack hosted community events, free car maintenance workshops, and even sponsored local youth programs. His shop became more than just a place to fix cars. It was a hub of support and learning, embodying the values Jack held dear. One evening, as Jack was closing up the shop, Mia approached him with a thoughtful expression. "Jack, I've been thinking about what you said earlier. I want to start my own business someday, and your dedication really inspires me." Jack nodded, feeling a surge of pride. "That's great, Mia. Just remember, it's all about passion and respect for yourself and for those you work with. Never lose sight of why you started. Mia smiled, her eyes shining with determination. I won't. Thanks, Jack. As the months turned into years, Jack's reputation continued to grow. He became known not only as a skilled mechanic, but also as a mentor and a pillar of the community. His shop expanded, hiring more employees who shared his values and dedication. Jack found fulfillment in watching his business flourish, knowing that he was making a positive impact on the lives of others. The experience with Faye had been a turning point, one that forced Jack to confront the realities of respect and self-worth in relationships. It taught him that love must be built on a foundation of mutual admiration and support, not on one person's need to belittle or control the other. Jack's decision to walk away, though painful at the time, ultimately led him to a life of greater happiness and fulfillment. In the end, Jack's story is one of resilience, self-respect, and the unwavering pursuit of one's passion. It serves as a reminder that standing up for oneself, even in the face of adversity, is a powerful act of self-love. Jack chose to honor his worth and his dreams, and in doing so, he created a life that was not only successful, but deeply meaningful. For anyone facing similar struggles, Jack's journey offers hope and encouragement. It shows that it's possible to break free from relationships that undermine your value and to build a life that celebrates your true self. Embrace your passions, stand firm in your self-respect, and surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Like Jack, you have the strength to create a fulfilling and respectful life, one that honors who you are and what you love. Jack's story also highlights the importance of community and the impact one person can have on others. By fostering a supportive environment in his shop, he not only achieved personal success, but also inspired those around him to pursue their own dreams with dedication and integrity. His legacy was not just in the cars he fixed, but in the lives he touched and the positive change he brought to his community. As he looked out at the busy shop, filled with the sounds of engines and the laughter of his team, Jack felt a deep sense of contentment. He had navigated through betrayal and humiliation, emerging stronger and more determined than ever. His journey was a testament to the power of self-respect and the importance of surrounding oneself with genuine support and admiration. Jack knew that challenges would continue to arise, as they do for everyone, but he faced the future with confidence and pride. He had built a life that was true to himself, one that celebrated his skills, his passions, and his unwavering commitment to what he believed in. And in doing so, he found a happiness that was far more valuable than any superficial success or fleeting approval. As the sun set on another busy day at the shop, Jack reflected on how far he had come. The pain of the past had been real, but it had also been a catalyst for growth and change. He had learned to value himself and to seek out relationships and environments that honored that value. His story was one of triumph over adversity, of finding strength in vulnerability, and of the enduring power of self-respect. In the end, Jack's life was a shining example of what it means to live authentically and to stand up for one's worth. His dedication to his craft, his unwavering support for those he cared about, and his refusal to tolerate disrespect had shaped him into a respected and beloved member of his community. And as he continued to build his legacy, Jack remained a beacon of resilience and integrity, inspiring others to follow their own paths with confidence and pride.